another kind of sustainable composition where this Harith just can't do enough damage. Where there's something that is a bit more shreddy will be required.
I literally invented one.
Okay, let's jump straight into the second draft. We'll see if the Alice is going to be thrown out again from Saint DeLucas.
I am not the only one.
But the band's coming in. It's Fanny, Harith, and also Phobius. Meanwhile, Saint DeLucas still opting to go for that Mathilda ban. Might be going once again towards that Zask ban? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't really like the Zask in this current meta after the changes towards the Zask. And match number 1, no Zask, no Juicin. Both of them ignored completely. So, TLID. Mathilda, Chip. They want to get the Roger out the... the Alpha out the way again? The Alpha was the ban for TL, their last ban in the first phase of Blue Side first game.
What about a Nolan?
Nolan ban.
Can be an option as well. I mean, the Alpha might just be a preemptive move, right? Remove that sustain and true damage to allow the Alice to flourish even more, but they ban away the Arlet actually. And to be fair, we saw earlier and we highlighted the fact that even though it was a Cho Arlet matchup where the Cho in theory can clear faster, can rotate faster, you saw that Aran was the one who was in the fights a bit more earlier on that Arlet. So maybe that is where Team Liquid are just a bit more aware here. They want to let Super Luke get those playmaking tools, but the Ruby, the triple flex Bigetron Ruby is still available.
Yeah, so far, talking about flex, the Edith has been the option for GeekFam versus TLO United. But it's going to be the Ruby, the 3-lane flex from this team, from Bigetron Alpha.
Yep.
It's going to be hard to counter here for Coach Tim DeLucas.
I think don't counter it, just play your game. High-lows again, and maybe just go Nolan again. And Nolan has been so good for Fabian. Even after the nerf, I mean, technically he wasn't really able to shine the way he used to, but that's still a pretty damn good Nolan. Oh, they go for the Ling. Fabian on the Ling for Lava Fave, the Usurper on the Ling.
Let us show you how it's done.
Oh,
this is the
man.
proclamation, but the Nolan,
They switch places.
how the turntables now, Nolan against Ling. How's this gonna be rounded out by Bigetron? What do they want to show first? For Team Liquid again. Earlier, you did see that on the Nolan, right? Fabian can't be as flashy, can't be as slippery as he used to be. He had to pick and choose and be a bit more committed to his engagements. Now on the Ling though, we see that he's really good at picking and choose which engagements he wants to go in for with the Tempest of Blades. So for Bigetron, seeing that Ling on the other side, do they want more crowd control to stop him in his tracks? They want that Valentina, man. They want to shut down all of these big ultimates from Team Liquid.
Okay, so the Blues pathway can be stolen. But it's still going to be that Alice once again. They threw the same curveball. Now against different heroes. I think Bigetron Alpha at this point, they have something that they can give towards St. DeLucas for an answer. This is not a last pick, Arashi.
Rika, you're a gold lane player. What is a gold lane counter to an Alice? Has this question ever been posed?
Well, you know what? I gotta take back to some nostalgia over here, honestly.
What could be? I mean, heroes with built-in healing, in theory, might built-in healing reduction. In theory, might work, but I'm struggling to even remember some of those picks, man. It's been a long time. Now with the Grok ban away as well, it's removing the crowd control immunity that can be used by Bigetron to contest ground. With Bigetron banning away the Vexana that they themselves were using, it's an interesting approach right here. Seems like they're trying to limit the big crowd control tools from the side of Team Liquid.
Honestly, if we're talking gold lane, we need someone that can shred.
Carry.
Carry, Lunox, maybe even, would be pretty good, knowing that you already have a physical damage dealer like the Nolan. But the carry, I think, would be a bit better against the Hylos plus Alice. Because if you're Lunox, you gotta choose one in the late game. You gotta choose one to burst. After that, your Chaos is done.
Oof, carry. I mean, with the max HP damage, it sure does make sense, but
I mean, wait, sorry. Do they want to go Baxia Roll?
Oh, I think you're cooking a bit too hot here, Mirko.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy tech, but
it was meta back when the healing was just such a big
but
deal.
it was jungle. It was...
Oh wait, Roam Baxia was a thing even further back than that. I don't think Bigetron are prepared.
Season 7, yeah.
Exactly.
He played the Baxia Roll.
But I don't know if they're prepared to
Alice.
bring it out so suddenly, man. Do you think it's possible?
Oh.
It's been so long.
It really is. And so far, no...
Seven? That's like 7 seasons ago?
Your team is picking.
With the
Just a
Gatot
throwback
ban.
pick.
Let's see, Finn. Let's see.
Oh man.
By the way, is this the winning combo? The Hylos and the Alice, the Succubi riding a horse? Because
What?
the Glorious Pathway is also kind of an enabler for an Alice, right?
Oh yeah, because she just runs along with everyone. And again, earlier it was just so annoying if you're on the side of Bigetron because you get slowed by the Ring of Punishment and you're getting demolished by the ultimate coming in from Alice. But here comes the
Oh
Eve.
my god.
You wanna
Dude,
talk
this-
slow?
Oh my
You wanna
god.
talk slows?
Oh my
Dude!
God.
I think Carry is out of the question here.
Yeah, it is.
It is kind of an answer, but it's a bit too much against this much aggression
At this
from TLID.
point, you gotta go double fighter against this composition. In Season 7, we don't see any marksmen because the marksmen can't do anything against these mages.
I'm swimming against.
Oh, that's a good answer, I think.
Is
But
it though? It takes a while. So, I mean, yes, technically you are going to be scaling together with Alice. Maybe you can burst him down, but you're going to need someone very tanky. Someone that can actually take as much. What is
Go
it?
back to
Your
your
team
crib
is
with your
picking.
minions.
Oh,
I mean, if TLID
Oh.
go for flickers again, yes, I understand how the Sigurd could work. The Sigurd actually makes sense here because game number 1, TLID did not go for a single Purify, but that can very easily change. They can go for Purifies and then the Tigreal will struggle. You can only find the Ling and maybe the
Oh,
Hylos,
man.
sure, with the Revitalize. They're gonna have to play for late game, like Giga late game.
for sure. But
Might be the idea might just not to go for might not be to go for an engage, might be to go for the pushback to really stop the advance coming in from Team Liquid maybe. And the fact that they are gonna be forced to use the purifies means that Bigetron need not be too careful about the flicker outplays that we saw from Aaron Shiki. So in theory, there is potential. The final pick from Team Liquid though, what will secure this composition?
Oh,
the
man.
Wipe out all
What?
the injustice
That's
in the
witty.
world.
That's witty. Oh, Taran!
Oh,
it's
man.
Taran! Oh no, it's okay. There you go.
Okay.
It is witty.
Oh, boy.
I was about to say, man, Aran really trying to say to Luke, to his face, that this is how you play Cho. But no, it's witty. It is Hylos in the XP.
now it forces Jonathan to go for a Purify, which is not going to be a good time against a Hylos, against
No.
an Alice, against a Eve. How do you get out of this one?
Yeah, it's so difficult. if you run the Purify, the moment the real manipulation comes down, the Void Crystals, the Glorious Pathway, you are done, man. You
Oh,
are
he's
not
flickering!
moving
And it's the
anyway.
Vengeance. Look at that. So smart. The Vengeance on the Hylos. So the Natan, even a later stage of the game, he's going to have to be very careful when he pops
Oh
the
my
entropy.
god! No, like every single one of them didn't use Purify.
It's a showdown of mechanics, man. We don't want safety. And that Vengeance against the Nolan, against the Valentina, if Team Liquid can just jump onto the Natan and prevent him from doing damage, everyone else does burst.
5
If he just
seconds
uses
till
the
the enemy
Vengeance at the
reaches the
right time,
battlefield.
Team
Smash
Liquid,
them.
man, they are cooking.
They pretty much say respect has to be earned. I'm going to go Flicker all the way. This is the match that's going to decide
Welcome to
if it's going to be
Mobile
game 3 for
Legends.
TLID or will they secure the playoff spot. Here we go in the Land of Dawn, game number 2.
Looking at the emblems even, the Brave Smite for Finn on the Tigreal. Not the Concussive Blast. It's not about pushing anymore. It's about surviving. But look at
Oh,
that
man.
Widdy. What the heck was that?
It's a Finn pull.
Yeah, I think Finn was able to get the shove.
Yeah,
the
just take
Hesky's
the
gotta be
timer.
careful. Okay.
All right. Good aggressive plays from the early game Tigreal. The level 1 cheese definitely is a value play. But for now, look at that poke from Yehezkiel, man. They cannot stand there and take it, not together at least, spread apart, man. Looking at the emblems by IndieHome, Firmness and Festival of Blood for Super Luke. He is on a quote-unquote highlight pick right here. Oh, man, what is that?
Calculation!
Ikundo, a little bit of damage placed over towards Mr. Ken.
Look at Aran right now, by the way. Remember the old Aran, the split push, the presence Aran, immediately cutting the waves. Even from the beginning, Super Luke, even if he has the better sustain, he can't really match the movements right here. And this allows Fabian to find windows in the jungle of Bigetron. Smart strategy coming in from Team Liquid.
There's pretty much no one that can punish him. Meanwhile, Lee might get punished.
The jump over, fracture used up. Susan might be in trouble. Finn might be in trouble. Aran coming over as well. Now it's Finn taken down for sure. First blood. As Super Ken can only just run away to help Moreno clear in the mid lane. And Yehezkiel might be able to cancel this out. No, he doesn't.
Great calculation from Fabian right there. Not using the Temples of Blades, just basic attacking because he knows that there's no one to trade back that damage. Now look at this clear, the swap to get Witty level 4 by taking the mid lane solo. Letting Yehezkiel get 4 on the EXP lane, priming Team Liquid for a level 4 take.
They can pull the trigger anytime they want this kill. And also Witty is already very close to level 4. And Vin is still so far from that one. Fabian actually didn't want to go for it right away. Still want to stack up the jungles, want to get some golds. But let's see here the first objectives. It's the horse, man. It's always a trouble.
A lot more rotations coming in from Team Liquid. Look at this. Finn already forced to be shown in the mid lane, allowing Witty to just take a sneak peek in the jungle. Look at the waves, man, for both teams. Seems like Team Liquid is the one getting the push advantage. Now, Super Ken wisely leaving the area, knowing that there's some time to get a bit of extra farm. Level 6 against level 6. It's an equal level Rattree battle, but look at that.
Witty, getting ready to Dragon Tiger Wheel going in.
Oh
Three-man
my
implosion
God.
into the I am offended. And then Super Ken getting the kill onto Fabian. Aran still able to survive for a bit. Now the glorious pathway to disengage as Yehezkiel stays strong with the RWM. Now with the poke as well. Oh, over to Luke. Moreno walking back up, has the way to Dragon and
my
the flicker.
God.
Going to bring it back. Aaron Tricky getting solo killed by Eman. Bigetron suddenly online. Aran taken out by Super Luke. It is a 2,000 gold lead for the Red Robots.
They found the loophole in all fronts. Meanwhile,
Eman's dead. Witty and Fabian taking a kill.
I was gonna say that this lane in the gold lane is gonna be much more passive lane for Eman because it's not a Harith. It has a lot of sustainability with his Eman Force, but it's Eman, man. He's gonna take it.
Witty able to get the way to Dragon down as well. Now Yehezkiel doesn't even have enough damage to take him down. Fabian might have it. Oh, no time for some blade. Super Kid walking up with the basic attacks getting away. Witty trying to chase him. Wow. Becomes a trade and Fabian is falling behind now.
Both teams going for it, but look at this.
Implosion coming down. Aaron Shiki has the flowing blood. Is able to escape.
All right, finally we have a bit of a break right here, but man, both teams going out swinging. Witty, too slippery, too fast on the Cho. But look at the top side, Aran collecting all the gold, getting all the value. But Team Liquid, they gotta be respectful of the combo here. Now, Bigetron are the ones with the implosion I'm offended combo. The fact that they were able to get, Bigetron were able to get Fabian in that fight earlier was what kind of swung the tides in favor of Team Liquid. But that can only happen so many times. Now they gotta be a bit more careful. And with the glowing wand at the hands of Yehezkiel, that's a lot more poke damage potential. He rushed that item even before anything else.
Oh my God.
Wing Dragon this time on the Super Ken, who's still able to escape with a fracture. Witty actually taken low. Super Ken wants to go back in. Yehezkiel has a real room and Blade won't be able to find immobilization. Aaron Tricky gets a shutdown. Finn caught in the midst of it all in the pit. And it is Aran who takes the kill. Super Luke spotted in the bush. TLID in an instance. Swap the gold lead back.
Even Vin knows he's cooked, man. He didn't even use the implosion to buy him some time at that time because there's no follow-up at all from Bigetron Alpha at that time. And now TLID once again is looking to turn the tides around with this Hylos.
Look at the resources though. No Tempest of Blades just yet. No real-world manipulation for Team Liquid ID. So Bigetron, they have a window here, but it's gonna be hard to find an easy engagement. Look at Iron.
Oh my God.
A lot of damage, Finn.
Oh!
With the quicker forward, trying to shut down Aaron Shiki, and I'm offended as well. That is the kill over. Witty going for it. Good way to drag him out with a flicker backwards to get Witty off that angle. Luke still able to disengage, baiting out the glorious pathway. Now the turtle going to be started up by Super Ken as Moreno steals away the real world manipulation, goes back up again. Witty, waiting for the play, fracture coming down. As the real world manipulation will be answered with the real world manipulation. A great shove from Finn, finding two. Time of the blades connecting Fabian, picking up all the blades and escaping as well. But I think BTR still won out in that trade.
Man, there was a 4v5, but still won by TLID.
They got the turtle, Bigetron, but Team Liquid getting a lot of value for Fabian there. The whole time that both teams were setting up, he was just farming. He was going on the other side of the map. But if you look at it, he's only at a 200 gold advantage compared to Super Ken. So Bigetron definitely holding all the control. And you're seeing Aaron Shiki already having a much more difficult time. And the Tigreal that we were talking about earlier, this might be what Bigetron Alpha were looking for. The fact that Team Liquid are not willing to go for the Purifies is really coming to haunt them here, because Finn on this Tigreal has been able to find amazing implosions, but even before that, amazing Sacred Hammers, a 3-man push earlier to really seal the deal for Bigetron.
They need to somehow pick Eman off because the gold lead gets Aaron Shiki about 1.2k, and earlier even when M1 didn't use the entropy, he was winning out a 1v1 against an Alice. That's an ultimate. So right now, TLID, they have this job that they have to do, but it's not just one layer of CC. Finn has been able to provide a lot of covers from M1 for M1, and Super Luke technically also can do that as well.
Witty. Oh, he was definitely looking for that there. Pops the conceal too. Good respect from Ken to use the fracture.
Oof. With Moreno hanging on to the real-world manipulation though, there are chances for Bigetron themselves to try and make a play happen. But the fact that it's a tag wheel, right? It's just so difficult for Finn to really find anything without being contested. If he missteps even a bit, and if Team Liquid can really respect and space out properly, it's going to be quite difficult for him to really find impact. So if Team Liquid can really get the setup advantage, using the Yeeve, using the high loss, it can make it very difficult for Bigetron to enter to the engagement in the first place.
Protect Mr. President seems to be the plan for Bigetron as Eman continues to scale up. Only 2 turtles this game. No 3 turtles for this game. Both teams wanted to wait for the Lord, actually. Supercan starting it off.
Yeah, good position here on the bushes. BTR, Yeskiel spots it out. And Aaron Shiki is still walking towards the vicinity. The first Lord, it seems like a lot of contests here coming in.
Good position. Does Finn actually want to go for it? He's looking for the play. I'm open and the flicker. Bad read from Bigetron Alpha. Now it's Finn who gets punished. Still able to get the implosion down onto 2, but the real world inflation comes down as well. Now Finn flickering out to safety, but now gets caught in the immobilization of Aaron Shiki, and the Super Luke who falls as well. It's 2 members down. Now real world inflation popped in by Moreno. He is able to get out, but then Winnie comes down with a way to Dragon to get him on. A big blunder from Super Luke on the Ruby, and Liquid capitalize.
Once again, the errors from Super Luke. Baloy watching at home saying, Lubu kan Baloy!
Just can't do it. Super can though.
Not enough damage to take Yeskiel down. Lethal Ignition gets him out, but this will be a very expensive trade.
My goodness. Just when you thought BTR had the control, they had the systematic gameplay, the cavalry charges with the horsey on the front. They all survived at that time, 5v5. No casualties at all.
The best defense is an insane offense, man. No purifiers required. Outplay City from Team Liquid. The fact that there were so many outplays from Bigetron, flickering out, getting the damage, surviving, using the real manipulation Moreno earlier. But then Team Liquid with maneuvers of their own. This is why they want all the flickers available, man. Witty, Aaron Shiki, and Yeskiel is absolutely relentless, and it has resulted in a Lord and a 1.5k gold advantage.
My goodness, 1.5k indeed for TLID as they're looking to get everything out of this Lord.
And they got Eve.
Yeah. Now, defending Eman is much more harder, especially once Aaron Shiki secures that Winter Crown, which is still, I believe, a long way after this Holy Crystal.
Well, Supercan actually still escaping there up top. Fabian doesn't have attempts to blaze anymore, and it is Aran who gets very low, but he's still able to escape with the glorious pathway. A dub again for TLID, but they weren't able to get all tier 2s.
There's still a chance for them to try and go to the bottom side, but they're backing away. They're respecting the chances of something to happen, because with no glorious pathway, with no Tempest of Blades, I feel like that's the right respect to be giving to Bigetron. El Momento isn't in the building, but Finn has been a very solid replacement when he is in the Land of Dawn. Looking now at the difference though, 1,600 gold advantage for Fabian, just like that. And that big gold discrepancy between the gold laners is gone. In the next couple of minutes, we're gonna see that Holy Crystal completed by Aaron Shiki, and even earlier in that fight, we're seeing the damage potential already.
And you can see the Radiant Armors has been bought also from Aran and Witty. So the option to burst down these 2 heroes and chain CC them, it's not looking very likely. Even you can see in the examples earlier, Aran, usually the horse is the one that gets leashed, but this time the horse leashed everyone on BTR.
Oh, I think Supercan might have picked up that orange buff with that fracture, so well played by him. But looking at Yeskiel, hey, that's a Wishing Lantern second item, dude. It's just damage. No penetration, no utility. It's just damage, man.
I think there's a little bit of utility from Wishing Lantern. You can actually scout the map. If the damage exceeds what Wishing Lantern needs to be, the butterfly is going to connect. Meanwhile,
Oh, that might be the solo kill. Super Ken taken out by Fabian. The Usurper does it again.
With the flex as well, almost immediately. When the turntables, Fabian is coming out on top. That mechanical prowess we were hyping up is not overblown, man. 3 seconds to the next floor. Super Ken nowhere to be seen for the next 20 seconds. Team Liquid ID has found an insane moment.
What a match, what a game for these rookies. They really do make Bigetron Alpha as the underdog in this matchup. How? These are the teams that's been popping off in Season 13, Season 14. One of the more seasoned team in the building, in the whole Indonesia. And now they're showing their dominance. These rookies, man, it is insane.
It's so unfair to consider them rookies, man. They are just playing like they've been around. This new gen, dude. This is what people have been waiting for. The regeneration, a different look, a fresh, young mindset. They can just break all odds. The Lord's gonna be pushing the mid side, but Team Liquid, are they gonna try and go for something?
Witty looking for the play with the Jikundo. Super Luke able to get the I'm Offended down as Witty will lose his immortality. No, he actually gets out with the immortality. Real world manipulation to pop it in. Yehezkiel answering it as well. Moreno taking very, very low. Still able to escape the mid lane. Lord cleared up, but look at that gold lead for TLID. That is a 5,000 gold lead for the Cavalry.
Also, an interesting decision there from the Cavalry to back off when the opportunity was there. I guess they do think that Witty didn't really pick someone off, and now it's BTR's turn.
Finn looking for the play, doesn't find it. Ken, does he even secure his purple
sandwich?
buff? Witty's walking up. Witty with the flicker forward, Fabian with the play, trying to walk up with a pinch of poise. No flicker on Witty.
That's a crazy turn of events, man. Team Liquid, the fact that they also have the Yeve, right? It's great aggressively, but even defensively, one Void Crystal is always going to be required to stall, to stop a big conceal play from Bigetron. So even that isn't as reliable. Now it's all on Eman. If Eman can survive, he can outplay and stay in the safe zone. He can really turn things around with that late game shred potential. But the thing is, with this itemization choice, we saw that earlier. Moreno, even when he's going 1v1 with the real world manipulation duel, that Wishing Lantern is just turning the favors ever so slightly in favor of Yehezkiel. A single bolt from the real world manipulation at this point allows Yehezkiel to proc the Wishing Lantern. That's a lot of extra damage. Oh, is it 10% HP?
Indeed, a lot of damage can be outputted for this real world manipulation. And now, Eman, I feel like the only real threat that he's trying to evade is that WDCC. Iran getting, gets a stun towards Eman. You can still get away with the entropy and also the flicker, but once Woody catches you, it's game over for TLID. That's why they backed off earlier in that fight. And they're not taking any chances, man. They are freezing the lanes. It's ice cold here in the Land of Dawn.
You can see that there's some urgency for Team Liquid in a sense that Fabian is already at a max item build, potentially even a potential item swap available. So right now, this is where they're at their strongest. This is where Bigetron Alpha are going to be starting to catch up. That's a purple buff taken by Super Ken, but no retribution is going to be available to him.
I don't think they can blitz this one. They have an Alice here.
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh my god, the damage. They might be.
He's doing a whole lot. Aaron might be able to help him out. Super Luke walks up there onto Aran, trying to see the Lord, but they know that they can't contest. They will back away. They'd rather just play turret defense here in the 15th minute of the game. What's up?
Twilight Armor for Witty. For the longest time, this item is so situational. But now with the changes, with the damage reduction, the damage cap at 500 HP instead of 800 damage, now this item is a lot more legitimate. And now against all the burst potential for Super Ken, for Eman, I think that's a great pickup for Witty, considering that he wants to be in the front and he needs to just survive for a bit longer for him to get the chance to really outplay and get out. But now Team Liquid, possibly at their strongest, are they going to go for a risky play, a decisive play to try and end the game dominantly against Bigetron?
Look at this play, entropy used up already. Finn getting the jump down onto Witty, who is going to be taken out. No immortality to save him. Real world manipulation now plays down Moreno, pawing in the glorious pathway. Then I'm offended. Finn getting the implosion down. Yehezkiel very low. Super Ken walking up, but Eman's going to be chased out by Aaron Shiki, who's able to get the kill.
Oh my god!
Not with the shove. Aaron still against the world. Fabian in the 1v1. Aaron is unkillable. Glimpses of perhaps Season 7 anti-mage on this Alice.
Fabian getting the kill. Aaron Shiki ending the game. Liquid ID are inevitable. And Aaron Shiki is also inevitable as well. The new kid on the block. Qualified to playoff stage. The cavalry reaches to Bandung.